Hey friends, what's up? Philip here with Points of Phillip, and I really just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the green card. Now, I came to you not too long ago to talk to you about why I decided to cancel the American Express green card. And well, I did get a lot of value out of it last year because a lot of the American Express offers that I was able to use, I used with this card. I paid for a lot of airfare, I paid for a lot of hotels, and some Airbnbs with this card. And well, it really earned a decent amount. But I decided to go ahead and cancel this because, well, not cancel it, I upgraded it to the American Express Gold card because they had a pretty decent upgrade offer. Now, the thing is, though, is I still really like the multipliers, but with the way the annual fee is currently, it's $150, it needs something else. And we're hoping that it gets something else added to it. And I kind of wanted to talk about what I would like to see it do. So before we get into that, though, I just want to go ahead and ask you to go ahead and like and subscribe. And honestly, doing that helps me, and it also helps other people be able to see these videos. And so, I really appreciate that. But I also wanted to thank you if you're someone who has been liking and subscribing and all that. I really appreciate you becoming a member of this community. I really enjoy talking about points and miles, and well, I hope you enjoy learning about it, right? So anyway, that's now that that's out of the way, let's get into the green card. So first of all, what does it look like today? So right now you get 3 points per dollar on, well, a lot of categories. So you get overall travel. So this is kind of unlimited. It can be with travel agencies. It can be through Kayak or Expedia, but it can also be directly with Hilton. It can be directly with airfare, things like that. You also get transit. So Uber, parking, tolls, ferry fees, things like that will cover 3 points per dollar. And then you also get dining at 3 points per dollar. So you have your travel category, your dining category. That's great. And this card, honestly, its superpower is if you are eating at a hotel that has a restaurant, right? So if you're eating at a restaurant inside of a hotel, sometimes it could charge as a hotel charge. Sometimes it could charge as a dining card or charge. This is the one card that if you use it there, it doesn't matter how it codes, you're getting 3 points per dollar because it could work for hotels, it could work for dining. And so, that's kind of nice having that, like, oh, whatever, my points are being maximized because I have the right card, right? That is really nice to have. Now, it has 1 point per dollar on everything else, but it also has a $199 clear credit. Now, this allows you to skip the line at the airport, skip one of the lines, and it's basically, you have to have TSA PreCheck or Global Entry in order to be able to fully take advantage of everything that Clear has to offer. If you want to just skate through all the lines, never take your shoes off, then you need to have Clear plus TSA PreCheck. And well, the green card doesn't have that credit, but it does have the Clear credit, and that's every year. So that's kind of nice, right? So I've definitely used Clear 2 years now, and well, I really hope that I don't have to go back to not using it because it's very convenient. A lot of times you don't even have to pull out your ID. You just scan your face, and then they escort you to the front of the TSA PreCheck line, and then you just go roll through. It's really kind of convenient. Now, this card used to have something up until this past January called Lounge Buddy. Now, Lounge Buddy was a website that was acquired by American Express, and this essentially acted as a lounge booking website or portal. Now, this was a $100 credit that you can use throughout the year, and that was essentially good for 2 lounge visits. And so I actually did use it for a lounge visit at Orlando. Now, the lounge itself wasn't really that great, but the Lounge Buddy experience was very solid. They were very kind of responsive, right? If I needed to, so I needed actually to change which club I was going into because the terminal switched on me. And literally the same day, within just minutes, they already got the reservation changed over. Everything was very nice and very easy. It was a solid product. And so I wouldn't have valued it at $100, but I definitely didn't value it at $0, right? It was something. I got a meal, I got some drinks, I got to sit down before my flight. It was a decent experience, right? So we lost Lounge Buddy. So basically the clear credit's the only credit that we have for this card. Now, before I talk about what I want this card to be, I want to kind of talk about my theory of the American Express business model. So let's take a look at that business model. So first of all, it's very clear that American Express is doubling down on higher annual fees. And they're also kind of helping credits kind of offset that, right? And I'm sure that those credits are partially sponsored by their partners, right? So the green card hasn't been updated in a bit. And why is that? So the reason I think is because, well, there's a lot more talk around the gold card and the platinum card because, well, they're more sexy. So the gold card is the dining card. If you eat food and you use the gold card, you're going to have very solid travel benefits and shopping protections and things like that, right? So the gold card is great to have. Now the platinum card here is, and so well, before I get to the platinum card, the dining card, it's very focused as a dining card, right? All of the credits revolve around food. You have an Uber credit, which you can use for Uber Eats. You have a dining credit. You have a Resi credit, which you can use at specific restaurants. You also have a Dunkin' credit. And so all of these credits are very food focused. Or if you're someone who enjoys eating, well, the gold card is the card to get. And so that's kind of true of the platinum card. It's kind of the travel card or the lifestyle card. So you can really earn really well if you pay for flights or if you pay for hotels booked through the portal, then you get 5 American Express points per dollar. And so that's really nice. So if you're someone who travels a lot, you get that free Priority Pass Lounge, you get the Centurion Lounge access, the Sky Club Lounge access. So if you want to travel, you get the platinum. If you want to eat, you get the gold. And so those two things kind of work well together. Now, the theory of the green card originally, it was essentially the entry-level American Express card, right? So think of the Ferrari that nobody wants to buy, but everybody has to buy because they won't sell you the real Ferraris yet, right? It's kind of like that, but with credit cards, at least it used to be, right? You had to get the green card in order to be able to prove that you were worthy of getting the gold card, and then eventually when they brought in the platinum card, right? That's not really the case anymore, but because you can get the gold card or the platinum card with halfway decent credit and to any kind of income. In fact, if you just scroll on Reddit, you see nearly daily posts from college students talking about, should I get the platinum card? I got targeted for it. No, probably not. You shouldn't do that if you don't have a use for it, but that's beside the point. So why keep the gold card around, right? So it could work as a way to capture younger people that are a little bit more budget focused, right? So the American Express Gold Card has a $325 annual fee. The Platinum Card currently has a $695 annual fee. It's expected to increase within the next year. And so if you're dealing with someone who might be open to the American Express brand, but might be a little leery of spending that much money on something, well, this could be a way that American Express can build that relationship in a positive way, and in a way that can get people used to using these American Express coupons, right? So what would that mean? So I think if you take a look at the green card, so the green card covers airfare, right? So travel is a great multiplier. It has a clear credit, but it also has dining. So it seems like it could be a way where it could be a gateway to having both the gold card and the platinum card. So if the green card fits that profile in American Express's portfolio, I think we're probably going to see a annual fee increase, right? So it's currently $150. It feels like most people are thinking $195 for this card, and the reason why, I feel like $250 might be too much for basically the lower level American Express earning card. So it currently has $200 in credits ish, right? I don't know if people would value Clear at $200 each year, but American Express would like us to, right? So I think we're going to see a mini Resi credit. So the American Express Gold Card has a $100 Resi credit each year. I feel like if we saw a $50 credit for Resi, that might be good, maybe $25 for each 6-month period. And the reason I think that would work well is because Amex appears to be all in on Resi and all in on steering people towards that reservation platform. And there's a decent amount of restaurants in fairly large to moderate to larger cities that are on that platform. So it's kind of a nice option. Now, I do think too, if they wanted to bolster the travel part of the card, they could probably just go ahead and throw in the TSA PreCheck or the global entry credits as well. Now that's a yearly thing, but you don't have to renew it until another 4 to 5 years. So I feel like that would pair nicely because TSA PreCheck and Clear seem to be designed to go well together because it's most effective when you have both. And so having both on the green card would be a good option, at least in my opinion. Now, it would be nice if it came with 1 or 2 lounge visits across the Centurion or the Sky Club footprints. You wouldn't even have to get Priority Pass involved. But overcrowding concerns with the lounges and the possible creation of a new higher level charge card above the level of the platinum card means that that's most likely unlikely, right? So if you want to, step up to the big leagues, you probably will have to get the big league card, and the green card just is definitely not the big league American Express card. Now, I could also see like a Walmart shopping credit as well, and it's something that could be partially funded through Walmart, but prepares card members for that Walmart Plus credit with the Platinum card. And so you can see that if they get used to using, say, maybe a $10 a month or say a $20 a quarter or something credit at Walmart, that would be something where they would be maybe further down the road think, oh, well, that Walmart Plus membership that comes with the Platinum card, that can give me some value because I already use the Walmart card. So I think we might actually see that now. So I think, basically just with adding in maybe a potential Walmart credit, the TSA PreCheck, and maybe a Resi credit, I feel like we would get past that $195 annual fee in addition to keeping the clear, right? I feel like that could work for this card because it would still kind of feed that gateway energy, but also still kind of make it more of a complete dining, but also travel card. And I think that could be cool. Now, the green card is a solid card. It just needs a little something to make up the annual fee, especially for people that don't spend enough on travel or transit or dining to make the higher multipliers worthwhile. And so that's kind of important. So that's really one thing that we need to consider is like, this card is solid. It's very well loved by certain members of this community, but right now, with the way the credits are, it doesn't make much financial sense to keep it. And so, that's why I didn't, but I do look forward to seeing what they do with those. But anyway, I think those are the kind of credits that we can be looking for if they increase the annual fee. But anyway, I'm sure you guys have opinions too. Go ahead and let me know that in the comment section below. But anyway, until next time, I can't wait to see you again. And thanks for watching. Bye.